Know you not that a good man does nothing for appearance sake, but for the sake of having done right? Epictetus. Control thy passions lest they take vengeance on thee. When a youth was giving himself airs in the theatre and saying, I am wise, for I have conversed with many wise men, Epictetus replied, I too have conversed with many rich men, yet I am not rich. Philosophy does not promise to secure anything external for man, otherwise it would be admitting something that lies beyond its proper subject matter. For as the material of the carpenter is wood, and that of statuary bronze, so the subject matter of the art of living is each person's own life. Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle: some things are within our control, and some things are not. It is only after you have faced up to this fundamental rule and learned to distinguish between what you can and can't control that inner tranquility and outer effectiveness become possible. Here are thieves and robbers and tribunals, and they that are called tyrants, who deem that they have after a fashion power over us, because of the miserable body and what appertains to it. Let us show them that they have power over none. Sick and yet happy, in peril and yet happy, dying and yet happy, in exile and happy, in disgrace and happy. Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. He can anger you only when you permit yourself to be disturbed by him. The philosopher's lecture room is a hospital. You ought not to walk out of it in a state of pleasure, but in pain, for you are not in good condition when you arrive. For I am not everlasting, but a human being, a part of the whole, as an hour is a part of the day. Like an hour I must come, and like an hour pass away. Remind yourself that what you love is mortal. At the very moment you are taking joy in something, present yourself with the opposite impressions. What harm is it, just when you are kissing your little child, to say, tomorrow you will die, or to your friends similarly, tomorrow one of us will go away, and we shall not see one another any more. Don't seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happens as it actually will, then your life will flow well. Know, first, who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly. Man, consider first what the matter is, which you propose to do, then your own nature also, what it is able to bear. If you are a wrestler, look at your shoulders, your thighs, your loins, for different men are naturally formed for different things. For determining the rational and the irrational, we employ not only our estimates of the value of external things, but also the criterion of that which is in keeping with one's own character. But shall he argue, indeed, and then not take pains to avoid conducting himself recklessly and at haphazard in an argument? And if he does not, how will he any longer be the sort of man we think he is? Let them show that he will be able, and all these speculations become mere superfluity. They were absurd and inconsistent with our preconception of the good man. Man, if you are anything, both walk alone and talk to yourself, and do not hide yourself in the chorus. Examine a little at last, look around, Stir yourself up, that you may know who you are. But my nose is running. What do you have hands for, idiot, if not to wipe it? But how is it right that there be running noses in the first place? Instead of thinking up protests, wouldn't it be easier just to wipe your nose? In life our first job is this, to divide and distinguish things into two categories. Externals I cannot control, but the choice I make with regard to them I do control. Where will I find good and bad? In me, in my choices. Don't let the force of an impression when it first hits you knock you off your feet. Just say to it, hold on a moment, let me see who you are and what you represent. Let me put you to the test. Epictetus.